Hello YouTube and preppers, this is the CommsPrepper with a video about the United States Marine Corps' Radio Operator's Handbook. This is a 147-page manual that's free to the public, and I'll provide a link below where you can download this, that I believe is an absolute must-have in all prepper libraries. It's a great source of technical and operational information for those of you who already have radio communications equipment or are thinking about getting radio equipment as part of your communications plan in your preps. I'm not going to go into great depth on this manual because it is 147 pages long, but I did scan the sections and grab some screenshots from each of the sections that I felt were applicable to emergency communications and what might be of interest for preppers to give you an idea how good this manual is. This first example comes from the section on how to set up an antenna. What's a good setup, what's a bad setup, things you might encounter, and how you can accommodate your setup to have the best performance from your radio system. This next slide is from the section on operational characteristics of different frequency bands. In this example, it's a line of sight for the VHF band, and it shows how direct wave communications work and reflected ground wave. There's a section on operational anomalies you might encounter when setting up a communications system and what might cause those anomalies, and it provides ideas on how to overcome those anomalies. This next slide is from the section on how different frequency bands interact with the environment, ground waves and sky waves. If long-distance communications is of interest to you, what's known as high-frequency or Hf communications, or sometimes called shortwave, there's a section on Hf propagation, how sky waves work, how they bounce off the atmosphere, what a skip zone is, where they occur, and again suggestions of how you can overcome skip zone issues if you have long-range communications plans. My most favorite part of this manual, though, is the section on field expedient antennas. And this slide here is just a screenshot of several pages from that section where they give examples of how to set up antennas in the field, and a really nice section on how to use materials you might find in the field to make field expedient antennas. So they're shown here, like for insulators, using a plastic spoon or a plastic bag. And as I've said in other videos, how important it is to cut your antenna for the proper frequency length, there's a whole section on cutting antennas for frequencies. And in this example, I took a screenshot from the Hf band and highlighted what channel 19 would be in the CB band, and it gives you all the different lengths for the different wavelengths of that specific frequencies. So in summary, the United States Marine Corps Radio Operator's Handbook is an excellent technical reference for all preppers, and I highly recommend you download a copy and make it a permanent part of your prepping library. And as always, thank you for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. This has been the CommsPrepper.